Hello and welcome back to our series of small recordings on the Meinberg NMS, this time about monitoring and control. After we have successfully onboarded, means we have discovered and provisioned all the devices in the Meinberg NMS, you see them popping up on the left hand side in our surveyor, we automatically start monitoring each and every device. On this summary page you see the device state, your inventory summary, the device state if it's rerunning, synchronized, the firmware version, the uptime, and high-level overview on the 4 LEDs every Meinberg device has on the front panel. You get the number of active alarms on all your devices of the inventory. Simply click on it. Those are the critical alarms. Take the other ones, 26. Those are warnings. To drill down into more details, what you do, click on one of those devices and LAN time M100, which is part of the LAN time non-modular series. Open that in a new card. The Meinberg NMS automatically detects the type, it's an M100, shows the right visual representation, and gives an overview on the most important metrics and KPIs. Once more, the LEDs, system information, synchronization information, number of alarms. You see 0 alarms on that devices, which are critical, 1 warning. Click on that one and we automatically filter out on the right alarms for this device here, only the M100. To see more details, you can open the data pages. This is all standard data miner functionality here. Data pages give you access to each and every metric, each and every parameter, which is available on those Meinberg devices. For example, here, let's start with general. You see the model number, the firmware version, that will be important. I will talk about that later. LED status information, basic system information like the CPU load. You see it's green, it's good, it's not in alarm. When you see that icon, that means we have also trending activated, so we monitor the performance over time. As we have just provisioned our system, there's not much information yet available, but over time you will see full trend data for many days, many weeks, months, or even years. Going back to that one here. Another example is not only the basic information, for sure we can also show the actual clock information, in this case NTP information. Read-only parameters, but also parameters you can configure. You can use the Meinberg NMS not only for monitoring, but you can fully configure each and every parameter through the Meinberg NMS. For example, enter an offset, change the NTP from UTC to localhost, etc. When we look into other devices, let's go back here to the M100, you see this. The look and feel of each and every Meinberg device will be very similar. Here we have an M200. We automatically show the right visual representation of that device, and once more we have all the data pages and a similar summary page. When we look into the modular chassis, the modular series, and we have 2 examples here, the LAN time M1000, a 4IU chassis where you can plug in cards. Very important here. The Meinberg NMS automatically detects not only the chassis, but also realizes when you unplug a card, then the card disappears from that visual representation. When you plug in a new card, we will automatically add it and start monitoring the card, and we also detect the card type. Another example is the M1000, a smaller chassis with a few cards in there. And if you're interested in more details, simply click on one of those cards. In this case, that's an HPS card, which is a PTP card. Let's have a look into that one. Once more, you get a visual overview with the most important KPIs and metrics, and you can drill down into the card's details. The slot, the model, the software revision, the serial number, status information, temperature sensors, PTP information. What you will see here, there are 2 elements, PTP elements. You don't see a lot of information from the PTP. What we have done, that's specific, not only that we detect that HPS 100 card, as this is a PTP card that can host more than 1 PTP instance, we put that together, each instance in a single element. So we have an instance 1 and an instance 0. That makes your alarming, your grouping of alarms, much easier later to apply the right alarms, maybe to the right network. Let's have a look into that one. All our settings grandmaster, clock accuracy, clock class variance, everything you ever want to configure on PTP and measure on PTP is once more available. For example, set your PTP priority, the time scale, the domain number, do your network settings, have a look into the measurement capabilities as well. We have activated trending. You don't see much there yet because in our lab there is no PTP traffic ongoing. But once more, each and every information is available, each and every metric, each and every KPI on all of the LAN time modular and non-modular devices. Going back to our landing page, we have another way to start watching at your system, which is through maps. We have built in a geographical map. You will see that it's populating, and automatically you see 3 devices popping up, showing up in red. Those are representations of 3 devices which are close to Hanover. This is the Meinberg headquarters. For those devices where we can automatically detect the GPS coordinates. There are also a few devices where we cannot detect the GPS coordinates. What can you do there? You go to your equipment overview, say I want to add a new device manually, add coordinates maybe for the LAN time M100. Let's put in something like 9.2 and 51.9. That should be close to Hanover. It will take a while. Then you will see popping up that additional device in our map view. It's just another way how to start monitoring, especially when you are in a geo-distributed world. You see there are 4 now. I can drill down. And you see that's my new one, my LAN time M100, loading the device status. Very easy to operate, especially in geo-distributed environments. That's it for our quick overview on monitoring and control. To make it simple, we automatically detect everything. We start monitoring. No need to configure much. You can fine-tune your alarm templates, your trend templates. It's all there out of the box, and you benefit from all the features, all the functionalities Data Miner has since many, many years. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you.